Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another pre-market watch list here on the Boiler Room. So right now, I'm actually currently in Chicago, so don't have the amazing trading setup that I usually do back at home. So a little out of my element, but it should be okay. So there's a few stocks we're going to watch today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm watching. And again, there's only a few stocks as I can't, I don't have all my trading softwares and all my scanners up, so I can't scan the whole universe for every stock. But there are a few things that I'm watching. Primarily, it's going to be ECYT, CLSD, I believe, and then, I'm going to trade the ETN and ETF UVXY or TVIX right now as we're still seeing, volatility in the overall market. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. To those of you commenting, thank you. I can't see them right now, but thank you guys for joining in. So let me pull this up and get this guy going. So first things first, let's talk about CLSD. This is the one, right? Yep. So you can see there's a huge gap up here this morning on CLSD from about $8 all the way to $13. So right now it's got about a $5 gap up, $6 gap up here this morning. So really big movement here. If you read the news, it's basically, there's some positive phase 3 clinical trials, I believe. Let's see, where is it at? Yeah, so they got top line results from their phase 3 clinical trials. So that's really big news for this biomedical company, CLSD. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of opportunity on the stock today, most likely, right? I'm talking about it. Our chat room's talking about it. Other chat rooms are talking about it. StockTwits is all over it. Benzinga's all over it. MarketWatch is all over it. This is definitely a stock that's going to be in play today. There's a lot of eyes alone on CLSD. So here's the deal, right? If you look at a yearly chart, it's already past its 52-week high. You'd have to go all the way back into a 3-year chart to see that CLSD has once reached a high of about $25. So this thing does have room to run. As of right now, considering we're past its 52-week high, I would be looking at longing CLSD on the break above every whole dollar mark. So right now, we just broke through 13. So I'm long biased on CLSD. And each one of the profit targets I would foresee being every half and whole dollar mark. So I highly suggest keeping CLSD on your watch list, with targets of every whole dollar mark. Since we're past, 52-week highs, we don't really have price points for resistance areas. What we're going to go by is, each and every half and whole dollar mark. Next one on the watch list is ECYT. Been watching this one for days now. Looking at this chart, it's ramped up. We've talked about it before. I sent up the video on YouTube for my weekend watch list, what I was planning on watching. So as you can see, it's ripped all the way from, $3 to $6.70. Hasn't seen any real big pullback. Price is extremely overextended. I've been following it for days, waiting for it to come down. It's gapped down every single morning for the past 3 days, but it continues to grind higher. And what I believe the reason being is there's a lot of short sellers trying to short it. And, since it's not going lower, they keep getting squeezed out, causing this price to pop. So it's a challenging trade, but if you do catch it correctly when it comes down, it will be a very big short sell opportunity. So again, ECYT is very high up on the list along with CLSD. All right, so definitely going to be watching this. You can see that it's already gapped down this morning here pre-market. So this could be the start of a first red day setup. This thing has room to fall $2, $3 a share right now. So definitely going to be keeping ECYT on the watch here this morning. And then lastly is the SPY and the overall market. So what I think we're going to see have happen here on the overall market or the SPY is a possible retest of 269 and 270. I'm still completely short biased on the overall market. This is what I was talking about yesterday, is if it didn't, or not yesterday, but on Friday, if it weren't to break the 265 area, it would come back up and retest 270, which it did during Friday's trading. It topped out at 269.72 before coming down here pre-market. So I think we're going to see a red day on the market, but first we're going to have to test some key areas like 279 and maybe 270. Or sorry, 269 and 270. So still very bearish on the SPY and the overall market, which makes me long bias on the tickers UVXY and TVIX. So my primary plays are going to be TVIX, UVXY, ECYT, and CLSD. All right, so that's all I have for you here on this morning. Very quick little watch list as I'm in Chicago, so I don't have all my monitors and everything going for me. So again, quick watch list. That's all I have for you guys here today. So thank you once again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow morning. All right, take care.